Hello everyone, welcome back to another packing video, and we're starting off with something kind of interesting. This poster, which is, let's see how long this guy is. Okay, it's a little over 20 inches, so overage doesn't start till 22, so I need to make it kind of tight to avoid that. I'm looking at this box going this way, and I think man, that's tight. It's a little tight. I don't think it's too tight though. I think I can make that work. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this sucker cut open, laid out. I don't think we're gonna use the whole box. If we do it that way, let me see. I think we're probably going to end up using like 3 panels maybe. If I cut that in half, I think that'll work. I think cutting that in half will be the way to go. I think. Let's see. I've never packed one exactly like this. All right, let's just see what happens here. We'll just mark this at 6. Then we'll mark this at 18. 2 panels might even do it. I'm gonna go 3 though. I'm gonna go 3 panels. I just want that little bit of extra strength. So then we'll mark this at, that about there. We'll mark this at 6. Okay. I'm going to cut that last panel off. This is it's kind of a fancy pack for the first thing this morning. So I think we got a couple of interesting packs. I know of at least this one and one more that are going to be a little different. Okay, so the idea here, grab my T-square again, is we're gonna draw our lines on this, and then we're gonna perforate on those lines, and then it ought to fold really easy on those lines. One thing I like about doing it in this orientation here is that this is where the box will be stronger. Actually, the other way would be stronger, huh? All right, we're going to perforate these, and then we're going to fold this guy up. Whoa, got way off track there. I'm just gonna fold on those lines. Oh yeah, look how many wraps. It's gonna be, look, it's double wall all the way around like that. I like that. Okay. I don't know why I'm using that. Let's use this. The only thing I have to watch out for is on the ends. I have to make sure that I don't make these end flaps very big. I think I'm gonna have to go like this. This. Okay. The good thing is that I think that'll be fine. The other complication we have here is that the double wall means that these ends are going to be a little trickier to cut and fold. gonna manhandle these. Being careful not to cut myself, obviously. Okay, get all these little guys out of here. Let's see. So we can make our little fold down. And if this works, then we're good. Okay. That's a lot of cardboard to fold down right there. Maybe if I do the inner part first. Well, one issue too is that those scores. I keep saying perforations this morning. The scores don't really go all the way through to that second level. Just kind of Neanderthal them into place. That's those ends are gonna be. These ends are gonna be real strong now. I like that. Not real pretty, but real strong. Now let's see how this poster is gonna fit. Okay, that's a good fit. Okay, oh yeah, and I have plenty of room here. That's good. Thank you card. And we just have to work on this end. And I can actually make this end a little bigger if I want to. I don't necessarily want to. This covered fine. Go over it a few times. Try and get to that second level of cardboard, and then we'll do this. This is definitely a time where you should be cutting away from yourself. Okay, look at this now. I could also come in here and score if I want to. I think I'm just going to kind of manhandle it. Okay, making sure I'm not squeezing down on the poster. Also, I guess I could check and see what my length is looking like. Oh boy, we're gonna be right at 22. It could be 22, it just can't be over. Put a bunch of tape on here. I'm probably going to put a little more tape on that other end too. That's good. Got a seam right here. I want to tape up. A little cleanup work now. Okay, talk about strong. Oh my gosh. All right, that's a winner. Okay, we have a Boy Scout patch going out. Y'all are going to see quite a few. You're going to see quite a few eBay standard envelopes today. It's Not going to take up much time though, because these guys are pretty fast. We got a little transformer tape going on here. And a 644 it. Something I was just telling Candace, the eBay standard envelope is so nice, and Mercari has it too for cards, but not for other things. It's a little frustrating sometimes. I really wish that Pirate Ship would do their own standard envelope thing, so we wouldn't have to worry about whether that thing would qualify for eBay or not. I mean, if it's flat and it can go in one of those standard envelopes and flex or whatever, then you could do it. I wish Pirate Ship would do something like that. Okay, we sold a battery charger. This thing is not very big, not even 10 inches wide, so a 12-12-12 will be fine for this. I'm going to use a little bubble wrap just to kind of cover the item. Y'all can see it's a vintage thing, and it does have some surface corrosion on it, which usually these things were like kept in garages and stuff, so I'm not, just about everyone I've seen has a little bit of that little light surface corrosion going on. So because of its size, this really is just a matter of floating it in some paper. Could also do a cardboard wrap on it. Why not? Yeah, we'll do that. Happen to have that piece of cardboard from that first pack. We can do that. I'm not worried about it getting like broken, but if we can, it didn't go quite all the way around, but that's fine. If we can prevent this thing from getting dented, that would be nice. Bring it down just a little bit. A little more. feels good. And on the heavier stuff, I usually like to come back the other way like that. I did that on the bottom side too. And then a lot of times on heavier stuff, I'll do that and that. This is not that heavy. It's like maybe 10 pounds. Okay, that is a wrap. All right, we have a howl going out. I forget what the acronym is for. Y'all see it on the screen, I think. But yeah, wouldn't that be nice if Pirate Ship did that? If Pirate Ship had a standard, yeah, this is a good fit. We just kind of put it diagonal. If Pirate Ship had standard envelope, they probably don't want to mess with it because of the tracking. And if you're one of those people that like to track your package along the way, you know, for orders you've already mailed out, you like to see how your packages are doing, progressing or whatever. eBay standard envelope is not for you because the tracking can be terrifying. Sometimes you don't even get delivery scans. They'll just the local carrier doesn't even scan it. It doesn't work. It only gets scanned at the hubs. Where it was sold one of these bricks. This is a Scentsy brick. Whenever they're that big, they're called bricks. The small ones are called bars. I'm putting it in this plastic just on the off chance it melts. I just looked it up. According to Scentsy's website, the melt point of these things is like 130 to 170 degrees Fahrenheit. So should make it through the mail. I'm sure they probably figured that out when they were making them. They probably came up with a formula a mix of waxes or whatever to where they shipping them through the mail wouldn't be a big deal because they send them out, and I'm sure they don't want a bunch of customers with melted melt showing up at their door. So I might be too worried about this. If y'all sell Scentsy melts, have you ever had an issue, or have you ever had it happen to where someone's like it melted in the mail? I know the inside of a vehicle can get that hot, but I don't know that they're inside of a vehicle for that long, because like the carrier vehicles, they're in and out. There's some airflow. It's not trapped, you know. I'd be interested to know, have y'all had any melt while being shipped? All right, we have this little Stitches to Go book going out. Just going to use a poly bag and a Gemini mailer. Okay, we have this vintage Tonka going out. It's actually going EIS, going overseas somewhere. I'll hang on to this bag for one of those in a minute. Alright, let's see. I think a 10-8-6 should work. Let me eyeball this thing real quick. Oh yeah, easy. Okay. Just a little bubbles. This thing, this is actually a trailer and a Jeep. Candace put some stretch wrap on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some bubbles on there also. I just gotta pack this. In there sideways. Yeah, that's enough room. Paper on the sides where that's closest to. That'll be good. Tuck my stuff in. Yeah. Okay, we're good. All right, we're packing these. Each one of these is 1 liter of lotion, and yeah, we got a good deal on this. We paid $1 a bottle for these things, and it sold really fast. That ended up being like a really good buy. I am putting these in Ziplocs just in case. They are both sealed like that, but just in case. These are not, this isn't like hazardous or anything like that. It doesn't need a special label or anything. A lot of people think that liquids need a special label. They don't necessarily. You know, unless they're hazardous, some kind of hazardous chemical or something. This is not. But you do have to pack it in such a way that it's not going to damage other parcels should it leak. I'm using 12-12-12 because I kind of need that space in there. I'm going to resize it down a bunch though. I'm going to put flaps in the bottom. We can get this thing down under half a cubic foot. We'll get a little better pricing. I'm going to cut 2 off to put back into the bottom. And I think, let's see, will these even, will this work? Or is it too long? It's a tad too long. Kind of trim those up. And of course we need our paper. Oh, I was going to put those in the bottom. I forgot. Not a big deal. I don't even know how much that lotion would cost if we bought it from Avon. I bet it'd be at least that kind of size. It'd be at least $30 a bottle, I would guess. Okay, that's done. Okay, we've got 3 of these Boy Scout patches going out. All LSU based. Stretcher Bear, and this is a LSU, has a LSU baseball theme to it. These are going standard envelope. Patches are very light. So this was definitely under the 3-ounce limit. Let's see. And it's not, you can see it's not thick at all. Let's see. .12. 0.12 times 16. 1.92. Yep, we're coming in at 2 ounces on that. Okay, we have a little bit of a challenging pack here. These are some plates. 2 different lots of them. Take this tape off. What we're going to do first, we're going to make one solid mass. Of course, it's going to have to be bubbled and whatnot. Let me grab some scrap. Okay, I got me some good scrap there, and this this is not too bad of a pack because these plates actually measure 10.5 inches diameter, I believe. So I think we should be able, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna put a smaller piece here. Like this in between that plate and that plate. I think I'm gonna do that all the way down the line. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, liking that. Okay, and we're going to put another small piece right here, and then just going to build this thing up, putting bubbles and paper, just like this. Building kind of a sandwich here. All right. And my idea here is to tightly bring this up and attach it to another one on top, like that. Could have employed, I guess, shrink wrap in some fashion. I'm trying to get this kind of tight. Okay, yeah, that feels pretty good. And then I'm going to come around the other way. Let me see if I can find some longer pieces to go around that way. And I did. But my main concern is that leading edge there. I want to get cardboard over that. Okay. Again, trying to keep everything nice and tight here. So now we have our solid piece here. Let's see how we're looking size wise. It's kind of, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and build this out real quick because it's kind of hard to tell when it's not built. Then I'll make that final determination. Like this for a pack or not. Okay. I do. The only thing is I'm gonna have to strengthen. I'm gonna put more cardboard around the edges, but I'm good with that. Let me figure out how high or low I'm gonna put this to. Okay. Definitely gonna resize it some amount. A little more, be like that. That'll be good. On each one of those edges, I'm going to reinforce one more time. Work there. Okay. Put those back into the bottom. So, and then we're going to start the paper. Whenever I edit videos, sometimes I see when I leave my blade out, I can't lie, I'm like, man, that looks really haphazard and dangerous. It does. it does look. It does not look like a good idea at all to keep that blade out. I've never actually cut myself like that, but looks like it's asking for trouble. Okay. So well, let's see, I might be able to, yeah, these guys, I can just go ahead and put them right in there. My resize happened to be, well, it happened to be pretty close. It's just a little bit, just trim these up just a little bit. And they'll be perfect. Do I have more? I'll get more. These two, these might be sized right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. So I'm just, oh, I already have one in there. Okay. Strengthen all of these sidewalls. That material, I'm going to fold it. Okay, yeah, that's going to be fine on that edge there. Okay. One more thing. A little more wrap. All right, we sold a G.I. Joe Whirlwind. Pack this guy up. I think our challenging packs today are behind us now. We had some doozies, I would say. Nothing extremely difficult, but definitely some non-standard type packs for sure. And we still have a bunch of eBay standard envelope packs to go too. That should be really fast. Okay, this guy's done. Sold a couple of Paka Paka Cloud Cats. We go with a 644. Okay, flying through these easy ones. Packing a little Transformer police trike. No, that's a motorcycle. It doesn't have three wheels. Anyway, we're gonna use one of these. I was gonna use a 644, and I was like, give them a little better box. Just because I want zero chance of this cool vintage toy getting damaged. I mean, this thing is mint in here, like mint condition. The only issue with it is it doesn't look like it was played with at all. Like, all the chrome parts are just perfect. The only issue with it was no stickers. Didn't have any stickers at all. And that is not out of the ordinary for the stuff we found, because the guy who owned this stuff, he had several that didn't have stickers, and we also found a few sticker sheets too. Another Joe vehicle, a Vamp. We were very fortunate. Well, I would say fortunate, but kind of made our luck. Candace does so much research into sales and things, items on Facebook Market, but she really does. She spends a lot of time on that. So I really hate to use the word lucky. We were very fortunate, though, that this stuff was still there. That's done. But yeah, she puts in a ton of work. And most of it off the clock, I would say. Looking for hunting deals. And like this stuff was a result of her just putting in the research. And like she just told me, she's like, they see the stuff we buy, but they don't see all the leads that end up going nowhere, that were just kind of a time sink. Which is actually good, because like that means that, good in a way, if it wasn't somewhat difficult, then everybody would do it. But she has the patience to find, and when she does score, sometimes she scores big. As a matter of fact, recently this G.I. Joe, Transformers, what else? Oh, the models. All the models we picked up, like all that stuff is a result of that work that's done. All right, we're packing a helmet here. You can see it's rough. It's definitely older. I advertised it as such. We bought it for, I think, $2. And I knew it was gonna be, I knew this is one that was probably not gonna be bought to get used, because I don't think it could be certified, just because it's like, it's almost, this helmet is almost 20 years old. So what I suspect, I actually knew a guy, I used to know a guy that did this stuff. I suspect that whoever is buying this helmet probably buying it to customize it. Strip it down, repaint it, and then either keep it for themselves as a collectible or maybe sell it. Put like a modern NFL or college paint job on it, make it look really nice. Customized thing. That's what I suspect is going on here. That is actually a very big market. But helmets are still expensive. This is kind of tight, but it's also kind of a helmet. So I'm not too worried about it. I am going to put some paper in here. We'll get a little resize going. Let's see. I can do it right there. I'm not worried about this thing getting damaged at all. Put a little paper. Just to stop it from moving around in there. Yeah, we're good. Didn't take too much for the helmet. Walmart pen, bubble ball. Bubble envelope, postage already affixed to the other side, so we don't have to stick the label to a bulging package. Because things like that make it really difficult to lay your label down flat. All right, we're packing this Remington reproduction, of course. New England Collector Society, The Rattlesnake, reproduced from the original by Frederick Remington. 1,125 out of 9,500. We bought a bunch of these. I don't know how many it was. It might have been like 6 or something. At an estate sale, might be going on 2 years ago. Slowly, they're selling, and we paid, I want to say we paid about $20 a piece. Super slow sellers for us, but I guess it's working out. I mean, these margins are so good. Like this one sale pays for 5 of them. So, and we've already sold a couple in the past. Not always for this amount though. We did have to sell some of them for more like, I think we sold a couple of, we might even be out now, I don't know. But I think we sold a couple of them for around 70 something. But yeah, these have been pretty good. It's just I would do it again. Super long tail though. I think there's so many repops of these These do look nice. And my idea was to pack it in this box. When we went to the Buffalo Bill Museum in Cody, Wyoming, they had quite a few originals. They had a lot of just like priceless works of art there. Or let me say very, very expensive works of art. Need more paper. Trying not to go too tight. Tighter. There we go. I don't want to damage the thing. Okay, I'll put this in here too. Oh, and by the way, this is going EIS. And no, this is not, y'all probably know. This is not the final packing of it right here. This will be. I think most of y'all that have watched this channel for a while know that already. That thing is some kind of weird cast. We would get asked, what is it made out of? It's definitely not solid bronze. It's some kind of, it feels kind of cool to the touch, but honestly, I'm just not even sure. I think it might be some kind of like cast, cold cast resin or something with a weird finish on top. I'm not really sure. Whenever we would get asked, we just didn't know what to say. Still not sure what they're made out of. I definitely don't think it's metal, though. So they're certainly a little bit fragile. Fragile enough to do this double box, I think. Whoa, did not go down. Yeah. Did not score that very well or something because it did not break on that. There we go. Okay, feels good. I think that was the last even slightly challenging pack we have today. Or one that requires, it wasn't really challenging, one that requires some extra care. Okay, that's done. I guess this pack could be a little interesting. This is a Dora doll. Very heavy. It's made to look and feel kind of lifelike. Pretty I'm not gonna say rare, but we don't see them. I don't know that we've ever come across them before. Kind of like What's those babies called, Candace, that are like lifelike, that are super expensive?
Reborn.
Reborn? Yeah. I don't know, the whole doll market is kind of odd. That market anyway is a little odd. But some of those people are willing to pay some really good money. So let me see. I'm definitely going to resize it. I want to use this box. I could have folded it up more and whatnot. If we went with a 12-12-12 with a little resize on it, but nah, I decided to use this. Got a little value to it. This is a pretty high return for us, because we only paid, Candace only paid $5 for this doll. So that's a 10Xer, which is don't take those for granted. They happen a lot though. 10X happens a lot. Above 10X is not that on an amount that I'm not talking about, like you pay $1, sell it for 20. I'm talking about like when you pay $5 or $10, getting over 10 times your money is not that common for us. It happens. I would say as far as garage sales go, we're usually like in the 5 to 10 realm as far as return goes. I'm talking before fees. Put a bunch of bubble wrap in there. Mostly for appearances for the customer. This doll will be fine. It's not like super fragile. I'm going to cushion his head away from the edge. We just made a sale just now. Y'all will see us packing tomorrow. It's going to be kind of interesting. One of those fist pumper kind of sales for me. One of those cases where Sunday at an estate sale, everybody else passed right by it, but I found it. And it sold for a great profit. Y'all see that tomorrow. Okay, let's get the next thing. I sold a Blue Devil poster. I guess I'll take a glance. Let's make sure it's the right one. Should be. Yeah, Blue Devil. These posters, man, like these have been disappointing. I thought they would do better. Thought they would sell a little faster. I'm glad this one sold though, don't get me wrong. Okay. The good thing is though, is that it's hundreds of pieces of inventory and it takes up one box. So the money we spent on these is already gone. The listing work is already done. And I'm not saying we're not going to try and market them a little bit or price them or anything like that, you know, do things to help them sell. But it's really not hurting anything at this point. We can wait it out. This one sold though. This is done. Okay, we're shipping a Bible. Ryrie Study Bible. When we picked this up, we picked up a bunch of Bibles for $5 a piece at an estate sale. And when we did, I thought this one would be like one of the good ones, because I've seen a lot of Bibles now from doing this, and I've never seen this Bible before. And turns out they don't sell very often at all. They're pretty uncommon. And it's been listed a couple of weeks. We had 2 or 3 people message us asking us to take less. And both of them I told, gonna wait a while to see if we can get our price. Thanks for the offer. And as a matter of fact, we had one do that yesterday. Offered $30 for it. I wasn't even slightly tempted. So then it sold late last night. Did not see many comps on this thing at all. And look, this one was even in excellent condition, but it was personalized. Had the owner's name imprinted on the front cover, which that definitely affects your value a little bit, because then it's really difficult for someone to give that as a gift. Actually, I would say it's I'm not saying nobody would ever give that as a gift, but I wouldn't give somebody a Bible with somebody else's name on it as a gift. I would get the Bible if I wanted to use it myself. There's probably like a little patch. I bet they sell like little leather patches, like with some real strong adhesive that you could stick on the front of a Bible over that, like with your own name on it. I bet that exists. If it doesn't, it should. If it doesn't exist yet, don't tell anybody. Maybe we can make some money on it. Ryrie is done. Would y'all believe we sold a vintage Star Wars fig on Etsy? Who would have thunk it? I wouldn't. That is pretty cool. All we have left now for today, one of these. We're going to do a little assembly line style pack in here in a second. That's done. Okay, time for assembly line. So we sold 7 of these. I'm not even sure I have the right amount out yet. 7 of these sticker and magnet combos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did have enough. 7. And we're not really making. What we're getting out of this is well, first of all, people that want these are getting them at a very affordable price. And another thing, we are getting our capital back that we spent on these things. We spent a decent amount of money on the magnets and the die cut stickers. Now these stickers are the ones you see all the time, and those are super cheap. They're like 3 cents a piece to the door, kind of cheap. All right, so I'm gonna write, I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna bulk buy these labels. I'm gonna write the first couple of letters of the name of the person that they're going to as I pack them, because the only thing we want to do is make sure that the thank you notes are in the right things. Okay, I'll add some tape to all of them when I get done. Do I have any that are the same first 2 letters? No, I have a J-A and I have a J-E. Okay, so it's going to be J-A for James. But yeah, we intended to sell these like separate, and we tried. It's like, I think we tried like $5.99 or something, and they just did not work like that. And we were doing it on our own website, and that, I think that was the main issue, was that people didn't even know they were there. But a lot of people look at our, a lot of viewers look at our eBay store. So now that, and when we first did this, the stickers couldn't go eBay standard envelope, and now they can. So this is good. So I think we have it, you know, we probably have, well, you don't know. We probably have a couple of hundred of these that we could do, I think. So we can get our, basically get our money back, maybe make a little bit. Because don't forget, we also have to cover these little baggies. We have to cover those, which actually we just bought a bunch of more because we're doing all these patches. Oh, I gotta write ZA on this one. I didn't write that yet. Okay. All right, we've got Earl. Yeah, this is a fun little assembly line thing. Very efficient whenever you have several going out at the same time. Maybe not quite so efficient if we just sell one. Okay, this is going to be a JE. Another thing this is great for, it's good for getting our sales volume up a little bit higher, to give us a little more cushion for things like defects and whatnot later. Right now we're actually sitting at we're still sitting on above standard, I think, and not top rated seller, because we went through a little time where we were canceling, we were unable to fulfill orders. This is Austin. Okay, AU. AU, this is also the symbol for gold. So the more that, this kind of stuff can insulate you a little bit, because it gives you the volume. I'm just going to tape these guys up, and after this I'll print these labels up, and we are done with packing for today. I always like to put tape on that seam. I never trust manufacturers self-stick them. Really, it'd probably be fine. The eBay shipping supplies are pretty good, even though they're super overpriced. All right, that's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, good morning, everyone. It is another day. Let's pack some more stuff. We got some cool stuff going out today. Did sell this Boy Scout patch. Pack it up real quick. Actually, you know what? We have one more eBay standard envelope pack. We're going to go ahead and do it next to get it out the way. All right, we sold another one of our sticker sets, sticker and magnet. Get in there, die cut. Okay. All right, now we have some more interesting packs coming. Okay, this is the little, I unwrapped it real quick just to double check. This is a little Canon, what do they call them? No, Nikon. Jeez, Nikon Coolpix. Little tiny camera. It's actually, I think it's the smallest one they made. Very cool. I actually like the little camera. Like, I understand why people are getting it. It takes decent photos too. And it takes decent video, 720p. I like how small it is, and also I like how everything's integrated into the camera, like the memory, the battery and everything. I mean, you can get to it with a few screws, but I like how you're not swapping stuff out, sort of. All right. Just a nice, simple, good camera. There we go. But I think the big selling point is the size. Picked that up for 25 cents at a garage sale. Added a $9 charger to it and sold it for $180. That's pretty damn good. Okay, this next one is 3 little Lego vehicles with minifigs. This one, I'm going to detach that. Attach him too. I don't want anything. Take this off the front. I just don't want anything that's too likely to get snapped. We also, I'm going to take that steering wheel down if I can. Yeah. Anything that's sticking out too much, it's going to potentially break off. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So yeah, when we bought all of the G.I. Joe and Transformers stuff, I saw, I'll show y'all, because they were in here. I saw this Nike box in the garage, and it was full of this kind of stuff, plus that was in there. Candace put these 3 together. She's got another really good little set that she's putting together that is going to be worth about $50. She's just missing 2 little pieces, and she ordered those. Did you order those on Bricklink?
I haven't yet.
Oh, you're waiting to see what else you need.
Right, in case I'm missing pieces. So.
Yeah. Bricklink, if y'all don't know, Bricklink is a really good resource for that kind of thing. It tells you every single part that every set uses. And it also has, just below that part, links to people selling those parts, which is really cool. And the parts are not really real expensive either. The most expensive part of the transaction is probably going to be the shipping. So if you can find a seller that has, if you need several parts, you can find one seller that has them, you'll save on shipping. So we're waiting. She's going to wait to see what else she needs too. I wish they had a site like that for all action figure parts, Candace. Right. Wouldn't that be nice? But yeah, those little sets are from the 80s, and I kind of recognized them because I play like Legos. I play with Legos from the time I was, I don't know, 6, 7 years old until I was maybe 12 or so, something like that. And I remember those little space guys. Okay, that's done. Okay, we have some dry shampoo stuff. That stuff is under pressure, so it is going to go, it is going to be a hazardous label. This is the, I believe, the third one of these we've shipped now. We have $1 a can into this. I'm gonna do that. Do that. And I'm going to put more paper in really tight. And I'll show y'all again where that is on eBay. It's right here. Edit. Drop down. Limited quantity ground package. And, well, y'all saw it says aerosol, spray disinfectant, spray paint, hairspray, propane, butane, cleaning products, etc. So that's where we're putting that. Over on Etsy, we sold Sandy's Finishing Touches. Also got this book. Or got this book at the same sale with the G.I. Joe stuff. The G.I. Joe and Lego stuff. This came from the same place. We're using a vinyl mailer here. This book is a little wide, or I would have used the comic mailer. Just putting a little paper in there, just, it doesn't even, probably not necessary, but that keeps the book from sliding around too much in my opinion. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, these vinyl mailers are great for flats like this. And there's all kind of other ways you can ship something like this, making up your own little cardboard things and whatnot. You could put two cardboard halves on it and then slide it into a poly bag or something, but man, this is so convenient. Okay, last thing, K&B shopping basket. And don't really have anything perfect for this. And the reason is it's 13 inches wide here. Otherwise, if it was a little bit narrower, I could just stack two 12-12-12s on top of each other and then slide it down in there. But also, it's not very tall. It's like, what? 9.5 inches tall overall. So what that tells me is we need a little more measurement here. We can stand to use a little less measurement in this direction. So that tells me there's a resize opportunity. So, and here's the idea. Like if we put this about where we want it to be, like that, and then we roll it over, we see we have plenty of room here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to resize. Just not sure exactly how far over to go. Is that too far? Like these little baskets. Let's see. I don't think that's too far. Maybe I'll do it. I'll start it on this edge here. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to mark these up. It's not like a real fragile thing, so I'm not worried about that. So, okay, and then I want to do this on, make sure I get that on the right side. There. Wait, get confused. There. Flip. Here. Is this right? Yeah, that should be right, I believe. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one to make sure I'm on the right track. It's not like super fragile, but I definitely don't want it to get broken. It's you know, a little bit of a pricey thing. So the idea here is to use two of these, slide them in together to get the requisite length. That should do it. This one is not wanting to move all up. Okay, this one not wanting to fold over, so I'm going to do this and this. That'll usually help. Yep, that did it. Okay. Let's just make this box, this side up. Let's see if how we're looking on the size. I do have some 16s, but I thought this might work better. Before I do too much taping, let's see if it fits. If it does, we'll make our other box up. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. As a matter of fact, it fits. And the cool thing is, I'm seeing that we're going to get double wall pretty much all around. So, yeah, that's going to work out perfectly. And I'm going to bag that too. So, yeah, this plan is a good plan. We just need to make the other ones up. Oh, and then we're also... also gonna bag it, like I said, let's see, on that side of it. I'm trying to, sometimes I get confused whenever I flip the box over. Let's see. I almost always get it right. until I said that. Watch, this is going to be wrong. No, I don't think it's wrong. Usually you want it to be mirror image. Candace, did you hand me one of those big garbage bags? Clear ones? Okay, so thank you. We go ahead and bag this guy. You know what? Can't ignore that. Okay, we have those handles on there, and I think it'll be a nice touch to stretch wrap those down. If I could stretch wrap the whole thing, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stretch wrap this so the handles aren't flapping around, and then I'll bag it like I was going to a second ago. There we go. Ah, perfect. I can't wait till I get good at using stretch wrap, because I'm not right now. I need some more practice. Okay. We'll put a little paper at the bottom of this. That's a good amount. Let's see what this is like. Oh, that's nice. I like that. You know what? I'm going to... What do I want to do with that? Stuff paper on those sides if I want. This side I can't. I'll grab some cardboard. Okay. So I'm just going to use another box. 3 boxes now. Set a panel here, and then it's going to need to be like here. Just cut down that line. That's one good thing when you're cutting with corrugated like this. You have a line all the way down. And then just slide this on that side. There we go. I could actually do something like that. Okay. Do I want to just... No, I think I'm going to leave with that. I'll stuff a little bit of paper down the other side. That. I think with what I'm doing here and the strength of having that double wall, 2 walls of cardboard, I think we're going to be good, in good shape. We're good over here. And I could, yeah, I'm not going to stuff it anymore because it's going to be difficult to slide this on. Okay, am I just right? Yeah, this looks right. Let me change y'all's view. All right, let's see how this goes, y'all. There may be some cardboard ripping. Never know how these are gonna go. Whatever happens, we can repair it with tape, though. Remember that. If things get bad here. Okay. I'm not an expert, but I think this should go on the outside. Got to spin it around and make sure that corner is clearing on all four. We'll start our slide down. Then we're going to hit that second corner there. Keep it going. Time to kind of press those in. Cleared. That one's. This one is. Let's see. Okay. Getting close. Oh yeah, there we go. We got it. It wasn't bad at all. Okay. We're just going to put our thank yous in there. A little more paper. Top. I think we're going to be ready to adjust that. Yeah. And I think we should be ready to close this thing up. Okay. And y'all can't, of course, see what this feels like, but anytime we do this box in box like that, it's very strong on the sides with that double wall. It feels really good. Like it could take a licking. Overpulled. There we go. Hey, can y'all think how many of these shopping carts you could have gotten when these stores were closing? Oh gosh. They were probably giving them away. I get the nostalgia for K&B. So when I was a kid, that was our drugstore of choice. Like anytime I went to the doctor or something, I would end up at K&B with my mother. She'd bring the prescription up there and we'd wait. And while we were waiting, I'd be cruising the store for a half hour, looking at all the stuff. Okay. And they were the first store I remember having those little slat doors that when you walk up to them, like that. They were like one of the early ones like that I remember. Okay. Most of y'all watching this video probably never been to or heard of a K&B before. I think it was a regional. Well, I know it was a regional thing because I looked it up whenever I got this. Kind of looked into the history. Okay. All right, I'm happy with that pack. And that's going to be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all again soon. Bye, y'all.